The famous story of the Titanic, right? The majestic ship that met its unfortunate fate by bumping into a massive chunk of ice. But hey, did you know that the Titanic wasn't the only ship to mysteriously disappear around that time? No, sir. Allow me to introduce you to the enigmatic SS Waratah, the vanishing act of the seas. It was 3 years prior to the Titanic's ill-fated voyage. The world was a different place, with steamships roaming the oceans, carrying passengers to far-off lands. One such vessel was the SS Waratah, a fine ship with a promising future. But one day, it sailed off into the horizon, never to be seen again. Poof, vanished without a trace, like a magician's trick gone wrong. Now you might be wondering, what in the world happened to the Waratah? Did it get swallowed by a giant sea monster or abducted by extraterrestrial beings? Well, my friend, the truth is far more elusive. Despite extensive searches and countless theories, the fate of the Waratah remains a perplexing mystery. Imagine the confusion and speculation that followed its disappearance. People were scratching their heads, asking questions left and right. Did the ship encounter a treacherous storm that sent it plunging into the depths of the ocean? Did it stumble upon a secret underwater vortex that whisked it away to another dimension? The possibilities were endless. But let's step back from our wild imaginations for a moment and consider the more plausible explanations. Some experts believe that the Waratah, like the Titanic, fell victim to the unpredictable wrath of nature. Perhaps it encountered a violent storm that overwhelmed its sturdy structure, causing it to sink into the watery abyss. On the other hand, skeptics propose a more mysterious scenario. They argue that the Waratah was a victim of supernatural forces or uncharted waters. After all, tales of ghost ships and unexplained phenomena have captured the imaginations of sailors for centuries. Who's to say that the Waratah didn't stumble upon some unknown phenomenon that swallowed it whole? But before we get into it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to get notified every time I upload a new video, click the bell icon as well. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it a lot. Alright, let's get started. The Waratah, proudly constructed in 1908 for the esteemed Blue Anchor Line's shipping company, was meant to sail between Europe and Australia. With her sleek design and promise of adventure, she set sail from Australia, headed for Cape Town in South Africa. On that fateful day, the 26th of July, the ship left Durban in South Africa, bustling with excitement as the crew and 211 passengers eagerly anticipated the journey ahead. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the Waratah glided through the waters, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing in the distance. Amidst the darkness of night, another ship named Clan McIntyre appeared on the scene. Like two ships passing in the night, they drew closer, exchanging signals and information, illuminating the vast ocean with their signal lamps. The crew of the Waratah shared pleasantries with their fellow seafarers, unaware that it would be their final encounter. As the sun began to peak over the horizon on the 27th of July, the Waratah surged ahead, leaving Clan McIntyre behind. The ship gathered speed, her sleek form slicing through the waves as she disappeared over the distant line where sea meets sky. Little did they know that a tempest of epic proportions awaited them on their path. Unbeknownst to the crew and passengers aboard the Waratah, the weather was about to take a wicked turn. The calm seas transformed into a furious maelstrom, and the wind howled with relentless fury. The ocean became a wrathful beast, tossing and turning with towering waves that threatened to swallow anything in their path. The captain of Clan McIntyre, a seasoned seaman with 13 years of experience, had never witnessed such ferocity in all his years at sea. The storm unleashed its full wrath, creating chaos and havoc on those unfortunate enough to sail through its heart. The SS Waratah sailed unknowingly into this monstrous hurricane. The ship, with its crew, passengers, and dreams of far-off lands, vanished into the stormy abyss. The sea swallowed her whole, leaving behind nothing but questions and a tale of mystery. The disappearance of the Waratah remains an unsolved riddle, a haunting reminder of the unpredictable and formidable power of the ocean. To this day, her fate remains shrouded in the depths, leaving us to wonder about the lives lost and the stories left untold. Another ship named Harlow found itself in the midst of a puzzling scene. A steamer emitted an excessive amount of smoke, causing the captain of the Harlow to raise an eyebrow. After all, a brand spanking new ship like the Waratah shouldn't be billowing smoke unless something was seriously amiss. It was like seeing a modern sports car spewing smoke on the highway. Definitely not a good sign. As the darkness descended upon the ocean, the Harlow crew's eyes widened in surprise. They spotted the running lights of the steamer approaching. Excitement mingled with curiosity as they focused their gaze, only to witness two sudden and bright flashes emanating from the direction of the steamer. Boom! Explosions, or so they thought. The scene unfolded like a thrilling movie, leaving the Harlow crew perplexed and intrigued. But wait, my friends, there's more! On that very same evening, as the Union Castle liner Guelph made its way north of Durban, it encountered a ship in the distance. Despite the poor visibility and the relentless onslaught of bad weather, they managed to exchange lamp signals. Imagine the anticipation as they deciphered the letters on the ship's name. TAHH. Those three letters, like a tantalizing clue, left them wondering, was it the Waratah? The rest of the name hidden in the shadows, teasing their imaginations. And as if the ocean itself couldn't resist joining the mystery, a mounted rifleman named Edward Joe Conker observed the seas through his trusty telescope on that very day. As he gazed into the distance, his keen eyes captured a ship struggling against the wrath of the heavy waves. Wave after wave crashed upon the vessel, and in one heart-stopping moment, it disappeared beneath the rolling water. A ship engulfed by the unforgiving ocean, like a magician's trick gone wrong. Were these smoke-filled scenes, flashing lights, and letters glimpsed from afar mere glimpses of the ill-fated ship? Or were they tricks played by the mischievous sea, toying with the hopes and curiosity of those seeking answers? At first, her absence didn't raise too many eyebrows. You see, it wasn't uncommon for ships to show up fashionably late at the ports, sometimes even days or weeks behind schedule. Oh, the audacity! But here's the kicker. The Waratah was considered unsinkable, much like that famous ship we all know, the Titanic. So folks figured, no worries, she must have hit a little snag along the way, like a flat tire on a road trip or a sudden craving for ice cream. Mechanical faults and breakdowns were to blame, they thought. Ah, the naivety. However, as the days went by, panic began to rear its ugly head. Other ships that set sail from Durban after the Waratah arrived safely, reporting not a single sighting of our elusive steamship. The plot thickens. Fast forward to the 1st of August, 1909, enter the heroic tugboat T.E. Fuller, ready to embark on a search and rescue mission. But oh dear audience, the weather had other plans. Dreadful storms and treacherous waves forced our valiant tugboat to throw in the towel and scurry back to port. Mother Nature can be quite the prankster, it seems. Not willing to give up so easily, the Royal Navy deployed the cruisers HMS Forte and HMS Pandora to aid in the search for the Waratah. Alas, those pesky waves had other ideas, and our fearless cruisers were forced to retreat to the safety of the port. Oh, the power of the mighty sea! And just when you thought things couldn't get any more intriguing, we hear whispers of sightings. On the 13th of August, 1909, the steamship Insizwa stumbled upon several lifeless bodies near the mouth of the Mbasi River, the very spot where the Waratah was last seen. The mystery deepens. But wait, there's more. 2 weeks after the Waratah's vanishing act, the captain of the ship, Tottenham, also reports seeing bodies floating in the water. The plot thickens, my friends, like a hearty stew simmering on a cold winter's night. In a desperate attempt to unravel the truth, the Blue Anchor Line summons the Union Castle cargo ship Sabine in September 1909. Equipped with searchlights and all sorts of fancy gadgets, the Sabine sets sail on a mission to locate the elusive Waratah. But alas, my dear audience, their efforts prove futile. The Waratah, it seems, has simply vanished into thin air. So one of the big theories that has been floating around is that Waratah may have come face to face with what experts call a rogue wave off the coast of South Africa. Oh, the drama. Now what on earth is a rogue wave, you ask? Well, let me break it down for you in simpler terms. Imagine a stormy sea with raging winds, right? In these intense conditions, every now and then, something magical or terrifying happens. A single wave decides to show off and stands tall among its buddies. This wave, my friends, is no ordinary wave. It's much larger and higher than its counterparts, causing all sorts of chaos and confusion. It's like the Godzilla of waves, ready to make a splash and rock the boat, literally. These rogue waves are still a bit of a mystery to us, even in this day and age. Scientists scratch their heads, wondering how these giants come to be. But one thing's for sure, if our brave Waratah had the misfortune of crossing paths with one of these colossal waves, she would have been in for a wild and watery surprise. And this is our video for today. From its mysterious disappearance to the theories of rogue waves, we've delved into the depths of maritime enigmas. But wait, the adventure doesn't end here. If you're hungry for more mind-boggling stories and fascinating facts, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our curious community. Don't miss out on future episodes where we unravel more secrets, debunk myths, and dive into the unknown. Remember, the ocean holds countless mysteries, and we're just getting started. So make sure to stay tuned and click that notification bell to be the first to know when we set sail on another exhilarating quest.